Obviously, first week, come into a new environment because I wasn't actually there for my orientation day, which probably wasn't a good idea. But first week was kind of like, you're in a new environment, don't really know anyone. I guess it was kind of like, you have to do everything by yourself. One thing I definitely regret was not taking in all the information that was given in class. I kind of went into it with like a high school mentality, if you could say, and not really like, yeah, it's kind of just like, oh yeah, sweet, I'll do this next week, type of thing, which was kind of a bad thing to do, especially in tertiary study.
Well, it was all a bit new, and I guess I felt a bit out of place, even though I had done some tertiary study a long time ago. I think everyone's nervous the first week. I mean, whole new bunch of people, and you're like, what do they think of me? Or something. Yeah. So my first week was okay, but it did take time to get used to learning again, to studying again, and to just settle into a new environment. Yeah.
A bit nervous because I don't know, we had a big class, you know. We had like 72 people in some class or something like that. So it was quite big, meeting everyone. But after the first day of kind of met people, it was good to see other Pacific Islanders in the class. Kind of easiest thing for me. And meeting a couple of new tutors as well.
And scared, like, I don't know anybody in this class, like, and I felt really old because I was one of the older ones. I had young ones in there that you could be my daughter or my son, you know, it was like, that was the feeling. But at the same time, it was like, oh my gosh, we're doing this. But it was one of those shocks, like, okay, what did they say here? And what do we have to learn here? So it was a lot of information to process.
Well, firstly, going to your first classes is a good start, you know, because I find that once you're in the class, you get that feeling that everyone's like in the same boat. So it's like, even if you're nervous, they're all nervous too. Also, I guess sort of, I had very good meetings with people, you know, when you come into the campus, and I went to the orientation.
Yeah, my first week here was, that was pretty cool. That was probably one of the best weeks actually, was the first week. Coming a bit nervous, we had orientation day that day, so that was pretty cool. The class got to mix and mingle, had a few games and stuff like that. Walked around the whole campus, got to know where places were, got to meet your classmates and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I thought about it. Yeah, it was a pretty good week, that first week, yeah.
I think I was really nervous, but when I actually sat down and spoke to those in my class, we were all in exactly the same boat. We were all really nervous about, you know, what was ahead of us. But the tutors were amazing. They were always there to answer questions, and they gave us lots of information in those first few days.
So my first day, I went into a class which was organisations in context in New Zealand. It was the first time I've been back in the classroom for over 25 years. I sat there not knowing anyone, feeling really old, being quite shy because everything was new. I walked out of the class, I was really, really upset. I was really down. I didn't know if I'd done the right choice. I felt that, wow, this is a massive mistake. What am I doing? I went home. I basically laid on the sofa and cried. I just didn't know what I was supposed to do with my life. I thought I'd made this huge mistake. I sat there for 24 hours and I had a night class on the Tuesday, and I was umming and ahhing to go or not go, and then I did go to the night class, and someone said, oh, I saw you in the class yesterday, and we started chatting, and then it became really easy. And the next day we had another class, and I met two of the people that had been and realised that we have a lot of classes together, and by the end of the week it was great. I loved it. It was my calling. I was learning new things. I had a great group of friends already. You know, we'd made contact, and there was about 10 of us that became really close from that. And at the end of the first week, I was like, wow, you know, why was I so upset on that first day? Look at how happy I am now.